What's going on, guys? Your boy Lord Hayes right here, dropping down a live commentary that I will not be cutting at all, so we're just going to keep on rolling. So today I'll be talking about the Uncharted 4 stress test review, kind of, do something like that. And, if you guys did not know, the Uncharted 4 stress test was over the weekend. I just want to give my little opinions about it and everything like that. So if you guys do enjoy the video, if you guys do learn something new, go ahead and drop that like button. I really do appreciate it. If you're brand new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe. I do lots of Uncharted 4 and Black Ops 3 content. So without any further ado, let's just get right into the video. So today I want to be talking about, of course, the Uncharted stress test review. For you guys who really don't know what the stress test review is, it's basically when the Uncharted 4 multiplayer, as limited as it was kind of opened up to the public. You really didn't need any requirements. As long as you had internet and the PS4, you were able to download it and play as much as you wanted. So it was basically, trying out the servers of the Uncharted 4 and making sure they were able to handle all of the stress that they would be receiving from multiple different locations across the globe, and so on and so forth. So I think they did a really good job. First, actually having the stress test so that we actually have a very smooth launch on the first day. Thank you very much, Naughty Dog. And number two, obviously the stress test was pretty good. I personally did not see many problems. I thought it was pretty good, so that's pretty nice. And now I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Uncharted game as a whole, at least what we got to see a little bit new out of the more or less, I guess, a beta version, a little bit more extensive than that. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So first I want to talk about the guns. I think that the guns are really nice. They're really competitive, and by competitive I mean that each and every gun is pretty good and they all serve in their own little niche. And I feel that some of them have a good high risk, high reward kind of thing. That's what I really enjoy especially out of a shooter. So I really do enjoy all the guns. I feel they're all pretty well balanced. I don't think that a lot of them are OP or so on and so forth, as many people would say. I think everyone has its own very good niche, and they are all functioning together as such. The only gun in particular that I believe that really needs a little bit more of a oomph factor is the FASA, which is the little micro from back in Uncharted 2, or the ARM micro in Uncharted 3. It's basically the substitute of that. I feel it might need a little bit more of a buff. Some of you guys may disagree with me. Let me know in the comments down below. So that's the only thing I really believe as far as guns go, what really needs to change. Let's talk about the mysticals. I really thought the mysticals were a really bad idea in the beta, along with the whole healing situation. But it seems like they're really good. I use them very often. I feel they were really smooth, really good, really, it didn't really mess up the whole flow of the game, and it was really easy to use. None of them were really overpowered. I feel that they're all pretty well balanced. The El Dorado is pretty OP in my opinion back in the beta. I think they really nerfed it down to make it really nice. So as far as mysticals go, they're pretty well. So I have nothing to complain about that. Now the sidekicks I've always had a big issue with. I feel that the sidekicks were a big issue in the beta. Everybody was using them. Once you had them, you were basically, that thing was a one-man army, and you were basically done. So that's been changed a little bit in my opinion, at least that's from what I saw. The Brute and everyone else really can't heal up. I think they took that out. The sidekicks can't heal themselves or regenerate health, which is nice, which I really appreciate it. Thank you, Naughty Dog. And they're really good. They're good enough that the amount of bang for your buck is still viable. Before, they were really big on bang for your buck. Like, you only put this much money in, the in-game cash, but you get so much out of them. But now it's very well balanced, very nice, and yeah, I think that's pretty good. The only thing I have a problem with right now is the Hunter and the Savior. They have the ability to shoot, and that really does make me happy, since neither of their purpose is to shoot, unlike the Brute or the Sniper. So I really do appreciate Naughty Dog. If you're listening, or if any of you guys are part of Naughty Dog or have connections, please let them know. Tweet at them, Facebook them, Snapchat them, I don't know what you want to do. Just let them know that I feel, and if you are agreeing with me, that they should not be able to shoot. So yeah, that's basically covering the sidekicks. As far as the gear goes, I think the gear is very nice, very well balanced. Everything is really good. It's very viable. People were using a little bit more than just the grenades and the revive packs, but everything was very well balanced, very well good. And I really feel like, I'm just gonna break away a little bit from the flow of the commentary. I'm just gonna say that Uncharted 4 multiplayer is looking very solid at this point, and I know it's not the full game, but in general, glitches considered, balancing issues considered, everything considered, it's actually very, 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 very balanced. And I feel that this will make a great launch day multiplayer. And I really enjoyed them actually putting out a beta this year. So do appreciate that. Thank you, Naughty Dog, if you are listening. Now we're going to continue on a little bit. We're going to be talking about the heavy weapons, which is one of my favorite topics, actually. I believe the heavy weapons are one of the best things in the game. Like, obviously I would have preferred to have power weapons in the game, but have them at locations. But the heavy weapons are fitting in very nicely in their own niches. And personally, I'm just going to speak a little bit. Is that the Barrack .44, which is basically your high caliber pistol, is definitely my favorite. Hands down, it is my favorite gun in the game. Heavy weapon wise, it's definitely the best. Followed by the Stoner. Stoner's pretty good. Like, if you're in a pack and you really need to mow some people down, Stoner's the way to go. But the Barrack is really good, the most bang for your buck if you're accurate, and it does wonders in mid-range. So definitely, if you guys are going to be checking out any of the heavy weapons when the game comes out, definitely take a look at the Barrack .44. So continuing on, we're going to be talking about the perks. I think the perks need a little bit of buff, at least a good many of them, because a lot of people will be running a couple perks, but then a lot of people on the other hand will be running perk heavy. That's going to be their main gist, and a lot of them aren't really good, in my opinion. I think that stealth could be better, headhunter could be better. I feel that a lot of them could be better. Right now, the only ones I use are down but not out, helping hand, cash strip, and I usually switch out between treasure hunter and which one am I thinking of deep cover. Those are the two ones I usually switch out of if I'm ever running 4 perks at a time. For boosters, for boosters at a time. So definitely that's one of the big issues I have. It's very constrained in that aspect. And yeah, so that's basically all of the really balanced issues I could think of. And Rooftops is one of the new maps that they brought us, and I think that Rooftops is one of the best maps ever in Uncharted. Yes, ever. Like, more than Sanctuary. And Sanctuary was a very, very, very fun map, in my opinion. But I think it has to be my top 3, definitely one of my top 3 maps of all time in Uncharted. Rooftops has a great combination of both original museum back from Uncharted 2 and Old Quarters, the DLC map from Uncharted 3. So I think it's a very good combination, and I really hope that we can see something like a really good combination, or maybe a remake in the future. That'd be really cool, and maybe have some swimming elements like we did in Uncharted 3. So that'd be really nice. We haven't seen any swimming elements, if I remember correctly, in Uncharted 4 as of yet. So yeah, maybe we can see something like that. That'd be really, really cool. So other than that, I really think that the stress test is pretty good. I think it was a great idea from Naughty Dog. I think it was a great idea for Sony and PlayStation to actually let everyone in the world actually get access to it. Thank you guys for listening, and thank you for Naughty Dog for letting us have this opportunity to really expand our knowledge on Uncharted and have some fun. So yeah, if you guys did learn something new, make sure you guys leave that like button. If you just enjoyed the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. And if you're brand new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. As I said before, I do Uncharted 4 and Black Ops 3 content. Well, other than that, guys, that's gonna be it for my video. TTFN, Tata for now.